get to daytime stream, and so this is nice.
Daytime?
Yeah, it's 4:30.
How do I keep fucking up the time? I don't know. I keep thinking you're like way later than that. No, yeah, that's right. You just go to bed earlier because you get up so early.
No, I go to bed at midnight.
Right. That's earlier when you compare it to the rest of Doom Twin that goes to bed like 4. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Hey, stale muffins. How about that? Well, you know, no one else wants to eat them. It's food, you know, nourishment.
This is we're on map 12. Oh wait, let me turn off mouse look. So this is where DTST becomes worse. And it might not become like visibly worse in terms of like people like watching, but to play it, it's so much worse.
It's okay. These gummy bears will help me through the game.
The gummy bears will help you through the game.
I want to say, Lane, thank you for joining us. You wouldn't miss it for the world, would you? The agony. The agony. Why is there someone else? Hang on. There's someone outside my window doing things with metal. Just a sec.
Alright. Thank you, Major Riley. Did you shoo him away?
No, it's my grandfather, so I probably shouldn't.
What the fuck? Why does it auto-crouch me?
I don't know, but there are too many sprinkles on this muffin. I fucking hate it. Goes everywhere. What am I supposed to do? I don't want to eat a muffin with a plate. It's ridiculous.
Is this the level
What a
I'm
great way
no.
to kick off the new fucking year.
I cover... What? Useless toxin experiments? Okay. This isn't the level I'm thinking of. There's a reactor level, and I'll know it when I get to it. It's so bad. Cargo office door locked. Okay, this is where more Z-Doom features start coming into the maps. Like, there was that force field, and there's the auto-crouch. And there's more, you know, just general Z-Doom shit. That was kind of absent from...
Yeah. Sort of backs up your theory of, you know, it started off in an hour and then you shoehorned in some of the stuff
well,
in the first episode.
10 years means that he started making this in 2003. Didn't Z-Doom...
He was mapping with his feet. Give him a break. That's the only explanation I can come up with.
No, but think about it. 10 years... 2003 didn't
Z... is the monkey and the typewriter scenario as well.
I'm not dying in that. Didn't Z-Doom just come out in 2003?
I think it was 2001.
Either way, Z-Doom's features were really primitive back then, weren't they? So it could be less that it was made for vanilla and more, is there a wonderful space? No.
Oh, if only. Oh, look at that sort of scenario?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Make more sense if it was. I think it must be 2003, because it started in 2002, that would back it up.
This came out in 2013, right? Last year?
Yeah, it started in 2002, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, 2012 again.
Oh, it came out in 2012. Wow. Go and download the zip for this, and there's actually a behind-the-scenes text file.
I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
Because that would require me to download DTST.
Just do it.
Someone else do it.
No, you're in the position to read it.
I'm not going to put that filth on my computer. I'm sorry. I have standards, okay? And you are stooping to them. I'm witnessing your stooping. But I am not going to put that on my hard drive. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, hold me China. That's not what you type. Shut up, rocking. I'm not a liability. Alright! I'll download it. Oh my god. The things I do for you. Can't believe I'm doing that. Fucking computer's gonna start retching as soon as I click the download link.
The things you do for me. Alfonso, that's kind of like when I want to turn on the heater and I can't because Bob's like, no, but my sinuses. And it's like, fuck you. And it's like, but I do all this shit. And
don't think it's actually supposed to be used as like an argumentative weapon. It's more just of a sort of rhetorical, but I do X! These gummy bears, though.
I'm pretty sure, like, if anybody gets into that argument, fucking, but I let you live here always trumps that.
You're under my roof, my rules. Oh, right, yeah. Downloading dinosaur sandwich. Okay. DTST. That's not how you spell letters, Alfonso. DTST. There's a DTST demo.
Yeah, when did that come out?
2003, which means that he was looking for feedback. I mean, it must be.
I really want to check out that demo now. Oh, hey, man, do this. Oh, I walked right into that one. And I walked right into that one.
Build time from 1998 to 2004, and then from 2010 to 2012.
This started in 1998?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you keep any work you did in 1998, ever? I just got rid of blue armor for fucking green.
Sorry, I haven't downloaded it yet. I'm building myself up.
You gotta, you know, get in the spirit of it.
I've got to get momentum right. I'm trying
Yeah.
to coax my computer to calm down.
It's like playing. It's like playing a conservative first, so you know what they're doing, and you can be more aggressive in the second, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Just sussing out the opposite team.
Yeah.
Which in this case is just a dinosaur sandwich. Time!
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, okay, you're making user-edited levels, and the tools you had to make them in 1998 and 2000 and whatever 4, whatever that initial mapping period was, and then you come back to it in 2010. Like, you have to understand the resources you're working with have become, you know, so outdated that it's better to just, you know, restart what you're working on, because
you know who else made that fucking error?
Who?
3D Realms.
Oh yeah, they did. So I have a plasma gun now. I don't know what to do.
Okay, downloading from Germany because the Germans.
Yes, because if any nation doesn't tolerate shit, it's Germany. Where
Well,
am
they do tolerate shit, unfortunately. They've got the best economy in Europe, I think, at the moment. And they're constantly being called upon to bail out their shithouse countries like Greece. Where's Mayers? I need to talk to him. What's his opinion on that? Germany just needs to man up and you know, close its borders. Yeah, no, don't do that.
I'm reminded of Eternal Doom Map 1 when I played this map. Except that map was way better than this map.
They're both just, you know, fugly.
It has nothing to do with visual appearance, I'm talking about playability.
No, like ugly souls. Ugly everything. Ugly personality. You're ugly inside, sort of thing. In the same way that you can be beautiful inside. Eternal Doom is ugly.
I wouldn't sacrifice a single finger for anything because they're really useful appendages. I'd sacrifice a toe or two, maybe.
No, I like my toes. I walk
yeah.
barefoot a lot. I need them for grippage. Plus, there's nothing more satisfying, or very little more satisfying, than wiggling your toes in long grass. Not that I have any anymore, because I killed my lawn.
Way to go, Alfonso.
I just fucking got the most aggressive herbicide I could, the ones that require you to wear masks, and I went to town on it.
Why'd you kill your lawn?
Because we're going, well, first of all, there's nothing left until front leads. We're going for the old rustic native Australian look. So we're going to dirt it up, and then put some mulch down, and then we'll figure out what to do with the surface. But it isn't going to be grass, I know that much. Probably bark. That's a very Australian thing to do.
There is something incoming.
Has this finished downloading it? It
There's
has.
something incoming, Alfonso. A lone man. Oh, 2. 3.
Why did that warrant a message from Riley?
I don't know.
I've only been shooting the shit out of demons twice that size for... Oh, whatever.
Well done. This drainage there leads to the lower deck. Might be a rough ride.
Oh god, no, this is purification plant. It's not the I'm
Oh, right,
dreading.
yeah.
Also, can we talk about 32 wide hallways?
On the end of this deck. If you manage to get there, you might be able to gain access to the rest
Oh,
of the station.
can you only move down them if you're if you teleported there? Is it those time? Because you can't. Otherwise you can't get into a 30 unit. No, this must be like 40 or something.
I guess yeah, it's 40. Yeah. This type of bitty, like, wall exploded only looks good if it's done in mass, like, Warner Herzog ate my shoe or something. What's that map's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only...
That's an Essel map, isn't it?
I think it is.
It is an Essel map.
It might be a Mechadon map, or is it an Essel
No,
map?
no, it's Essel.
Okay.
Remember the music. Remember what it looks like. Comp span new kid halls. Just special. Alright, let's have a look at this file you keep telling me to...
No, I just remember when I opened it.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I knew there was something like that.
The masks we went... The earliest. Do you want me to read this?
Yeah, it's information.
And between approximately a zillion asterisks, is this in block capitals. Contains spoilers if you haven't played through DTST yet. I strongly recommend not reading further because the story, Tarnsman, will be ruined. Are you sure we want to delve into this? Are you sure?
I'm
dunno, man.
HIV positive.
That is pretty damn... that's aggressively positive. Okay, we're going to go the distance. Number 1, the early years, 1998 to 2004. This should be interesting. That's me. I started designing DTST back in 1998. At the time, I had toyed around with the WADD map editor. What's that?
WADD?
WADD, yeah. I haven't heard of that. What's it?
Wasn't that like one of the very first ones?
Is it obscure or is it just early?
I think it's just early. Isn't it?
He'd been toying around with it for 2 years, and I felt that I was ready to do something really big. I got the idea of having the player travel through different dimensions so I could design wholly different styles on my project. Tarnsman. Originally, DTST was running on Doom 95, there we go, and Final Doom's T and TI WAD, so I could make use of its music and textures. Back then, my skills didn't really go beyond just making levels, so shifting music tracks or sky textures wasn't something I was able to do. This is also how DTST came to have its classic chapter breakdown, where the later chapters have a lot more levels than the early ones. Oh dear. Later on, I would freely move assets around, but to this day, DTST sticks close to the original chapter breakdown. So that kind of answers your question, doesn't it? By the end of 2004, I had designed the first 20 levels of the game, plus 1 secret level. I designed the levels of DTST almost exactly in the order of which you play them. So from level 2 on, you will first encounter my older works, re-edited of course, and then gradually experience the more recent levels. While I was designing the 3rd chapter, I more and more frequently ran into issues with WADD, which would at some point refuse to properly save or compile my levels. By the time I was designing the 1st secret level, these problems had become so prevailing that I made the decision to switch to a different map editor, Doom Builder. He was forced into it, Tarnsman. It wasn't a creative decision to switch, you know, for ease of making a better project. He was just forced out of his shithouse WADD. This was really a blessing for the project, exclamation mark. Around the same time, I discarded Doom 95 and switched over to the Z-Doom engine. So this is 6 years after I started making the project. I used some tentative ACS scripting in the secret level. We're talking about map 31, by the way. But even later, I delved into the capabilities, yes, of the new engine more deeply. So I'm expecting grand designs later on, Tarnsman, according to this guy's behind-the-scenes notepad. I then started work on the second secret level, which is supposed to be a remake of a Quake map. I quickly ran into motivation issues, though. Back in 1998, doing a Quake remake in Doom had seemed a cool idea, but as Quake itself grew old and Z-Doom's community did some cool work with the Quake textures, I began to feel the niche I had wanted to cover, but the level just didn't exist anymore. This issue was the start of a long break from DTST. Chapter 2, the recent years. I'm taking a break because it's fucking boring to read. You know what, I want to have a muffin. How you doing, Thomas?
You know what I love? That he acknowledges, like, the community's efforts, which means he played other Doom map sets in the 2004 era, which means that he played map sets that he obviously understood were structurally far superior to this. Like, it wasn't like he just never played any community output of Doom and was like, okay, you know, this is a fine Doom level. It's very clear to anybody who's played Doom that 1994 is not acceptable in the community nowadays.
Well, have you seen the maps that the Xeno community puts out? One could mistake them for having come from that era. But that's clearly what's happened.
No, these are worse than what the Z-Doom community puts out.
Did most of his discussion after the mod came out, was that on Z-Doom forums or was it on Doom World?
I think it was on Doom World.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably where all the talk was at. It wouldn't surprise me if you just cross-posted it from Z-Doom forums and sort of left there and didn't come back to it, but that's where all the talk was at, because they wouldn't be talking about negative aspects of Z-Doom as much. What is that head twitch, Thompson?
Is that fucking... Oh. Excited,
Sweaty man. No, he's dapper. I would describe him as dapper.
No, what's his face? That's Dapper Jason
Dapper
Statham.
His name is Dapper Faggot.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call him Dapper Jason Statham's sidekick from the movie Snatch. Look at him! Doesn't he look like that guy?
He does a little, yeah, yes.
I don't know what his name is as an actor. I also know he played a guy in the first episode of Band of Brothers.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
Did my chat filter get turned back on?
I don't know, Tom. In 2010, I finally resumed work on the project. I had never abandoned it completely in my mind. And the first decision, that's part of the problem. Maybe if he had just completely forgotten about it and then happened upon it, and that's how he restarted work again, he would have looked at what he did and just went, bad news. Gonna have to axe it.
Yeah.
Good news. Gonna have to axe it, yeah.
Okay, this shit is where fucking I start, like, losing my mind. Just the level of backtracking with no new enemy. I guess this level has new enemies. I don't know, the reactor level, I'm just imagining it in my mind, and we'll get to it.
Tarnsman, this goes on forever. This text file.
Yeah, good. Read it.
Oh god, Jesus.
Fucking read your fucking light novel.
And the first decision I made in 2010 was to bury the Quake map idea for good. Thank goodness for that, Tarnsman. Ha! Oh, you know what? I was really dragging the map set down.
Yeah,
Don't you feel?
It was the Quake map idea. Hold up, Twitch TV.
If it wasn't for that, it would have been top dollar. All those stars.
When the fuck?
Ratcheted it up, baby.
Dashboard. Where's my channel settings?
I came up with a different idea for a secret level and started work on the final chapter of the project. Here, I gradually used more and more ACS scripting, and by the time all levels are completed in the summer of 2012, it had become apparent that a post-production phase was in order. Ooh.
Where's the heck
Especially to bring the
is...
older levels up to speed with the more recent work. I'm going to read that sentence again. It had become apparent that a post-production phase was in order, especially to bring the older levels up to speed with the more recent work. I'm going to need another bite of that muffin, because I'll tell you what, this is draining. This is hard work.
Apparently, I did turn off the chat filter, but it still doesn't work. Oh well. Why is it hard work, Alfonso?
Because I have to fathom this mental process.
But it's DTST. What is there to fathom? It's the fucking greatest map set ever made in Doom. I hit that.
So said in the title of your stream.
Yeah, it is. It's the greatest of all time.
I spent the last few months of the project tuning and polishing all the levels. Tuning and polishing, scrubbing those bare B-stone floors with all his elbow grease. Adding some pieces of architecture here and a bit of... pieces of... Oh, jeez. What, fucking oversized Duplo blocks? It's gonna drop a B-stone building. A box. Jesus. I added weather effects, fog, and fixed bugs, and as I'm writing this, DTST is finally in the state where I feel comfortable to release it. DTST has a long history and, as a consequence, some of its levels are fairly old, Tarnsman, yes, and demonstrate my earliest shots at doing well-polished and decent levels.
Well polished.
No. The next sentence, okay, is critical to our understanding.
I'm listening.
Making them look like knee-deep in Zedum, or things like that, was never my intention. And frankly, it's not possible without just starting over. I feel that DTST is a good and solid thing that will hopefully convey the atmosphere I had in mind for it. Chapter 3. The levels. Prologue. Return to
Chapter
Phobos.
3 has a prologue.
This level is fairly new, and to get actually, you know, now that he mentioned it, what's the first thing that we first map set we compared it to? DTST. When we loaded it up. Knee deep in Zedum.
Yeah.
Why? It's a fucking truck, tank, thing at the start. Maybe that was intentional. I hope to Christ it is. They go cap in hand. They're like sister vehicles.
They really are. But the tank in... No, the tank is that bad.
The tank is that bad. This level is fairly new, and together with the final level, the last one that I designed. The reason for this is because the original Return to Phobos was an E1 M1 ripoff. Like you haven't done that elsewhere in the map.
Hold
set.
up. Skip.
Wait, hey, it's still an E1 M1 ripoff. What's he talking about?
Yeah. Oh, there's a fucking cutscene. Never mind. I was gonna load it up to address just that. Okay, that pump started now. Also, can we address this progression right here? I go to the other side of the map to hit a switch with zero indication in a map set that fucking always tells me you heard something's magically on the other fucking side of the state. No indication of what it opens, and then I have to come back to here to this switch. Now, because look, see how I can't see that opening because of the mid texture? I can't see it. Then I get to here. You can barely see this door track. Fucking, if somebody just comes here and goes, oh, well, there's that switch I already hit. These bars are still down. There's virtually no reason to go look at this fucking opening. Why would you make this fucking just retarded? retarded ass progression decisions like this. At least the first episodes were just box hallways that were mostly linear. It's this kind of shit that makes fucking episodes 3 and 4 unplayably bad.
Basic design has failed. But you didn't say it, so I had to. Right, continuing on. 1998, when I had no internet, and was basically designing for me and some friends. This had seemed an awesome idea. Copying E101, doing some small changes, and letting it be the starting point of the player's journey. By 2012, it had become apparent that this was not the right way to go anymore. My skills had reached a point where I trusted in myself to be able to create a convincing level in the spirit of E101. And this was what I did. I looked at light levels and textures Romero had used for his level, and tried to create something that could have been built just next to his base. I borrowed some room ideas from Romero. That's one way to put it. To recreate
Fuck
the look
off,
and feel of
Doom, the way it
E101.
did. DTST has it covered.
The journey through Blackshire. Blackshire Fortress, aka B-Stone, the map. I wanted to have a medieval setting for the first chapter and invented the realm of Blackshire, of which the first level is Blackshire Fortress. This is the oldest level of DTST, and with my E101 ripoff gone, the only remaining level from 1998. Over the years, I added several pieces of eye candy to the level, Tarnsman, such as ceiling architecture. But other than that, the level has remained mostly the same. The biggest change in terms of gameplay came during post-production, where I rearranged some switches and keys to make the level flow better. Greywood Village. It's probably obvious that I was inspired by Hexen for the first episode, and Greywood Village is no exception. Originally, I wanted to have a bell tower in the center of the village, but it didn't really work out for me, so I just added a well, and had the player explore some secret cave behind one of the houses. In this level, the player is first seeing Sir Henry's castle, which he is going to explore on map 5. This level was originally completed in January of 2000. Sir Henry's dungeon. I wanted to have a typical dungeon in the game complete with a maze and torture chamber. There is a funny secret area in the level, but you have to find it on your own. Winky smiley face. This
What
level
map
was
is
originally
that?
completed in 2000. Sir Henry's dungeon. Henry.
Yeah, hold up. There's a fun secret area, but you have to find it on. I think that's what this is. Hold up. There we go. Here's the secret area. Oh, it's so adorable.
Well, you said it was funny. Everybody's typed, right? Just speak up.
Yeah, funny.
Funny secret. Maybe you meant funny peculiar, but that wouldn't really make sense and make a WOD with such features as DTST. No, DTST.
Be sure to stop when you get to deck 0 purification.
Oh,
point.
no, yeah, absolutely.
So we can like have a commentary as we play the levels.
Sir Henry's Castle. Sir Henry's Castle is the most complex level of the first chapter, and one of the 2 levels that I released as part of a demo about a decade ago. Oh, no need to download it then, Tons. It's not going to be, better. It was complete in 2000, and to this day, I find the gameplay and atmosphere here to be very enjoyable. It's a highlight, Tons.
Oh wait, I know what I need to do.
The Rift. This is the final level of the first chapter. Here, the player encounters a green DTS Rift.
Oh, that's the portal thing that you have to exit out of.
I drew some inspiration from this level, from an uncompleted level called the Baron's Passage. which I'd worked on some years prior to the Rift. The Hell Knights and Barons in this level served as
Door
the
track
bosses for a long time.
makes the best
Yes.
Crusher
Yes.
texture.
Yes. In the end, I added Sir Henry as a final boss.
Maybe it's Sir Einry?
Yeah, well, this is how I'm pronouncing it. Sir Henry is a nickname of an old friend of mine who, by the way, who won his name appearing in the game by answering Doom trivia. I would pester my... What the fuck is it? I would pester my friends with via email. He asked his... Okay. He did a Doom quiz. Some guy won and he put his name as... That's great. Okay, fine. Chapter 2, Justin Bones, The Temple of Ed Fu. I'm just going to type that out again because I feel it needs to be appreciated in print. This is one of the few levels of DTST that actually exists in reality. The Temple of Ed... What? The Temple of Ed... Google! Temple of Ed Fu.
1 second. Move that out of the way. There we go. Please stay clear of the door.
I mean, I don't know what to say. It looks like an Egyptian temple, you know?
Does the Temple of Ed Fu actually exist?
Yes.
Oh. What is
Okay,
Ed
West
Fu?
Franklin Island, in the city of Ed Fu. Jesus Christ, it just gets better. It was known as the Greco-Roman times. In Greco-Roman times, as Apollonopolis.
Oh, it's that thing. That's the Temple of Ed Fu?
It has a different name, apparently. Or it did at one point. After the chief god, Horus Apollo. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
That elevator ride was necessary. Like, it was just so needed.
The Temple of Edfu is inspired by the Horus Temple in Edfu, Egypt. Okay, fine. I actually went to a library and borrowed some books on Egyptian art. Well, this is where all his time's gone, Tarnsman. This is what he's actually done the research, yo.
You know, that honestly makes it even better because it means he was spending more time than is reflected in the work working on it. Like, I hope he went there and, like, got books on Egyptian architecture and, like, ancient design philosophies of engineering and, like, engineered his levels and made sure, like, it was structurally sound. Did all the...
No. I hope he just invested thousands of dollars into plane flights to go abroad to these different locations and asked experts and shit and demanded and got permits to be taken on tours.
He could have filmed a documentary, like a full-on documentary that would have been accepted by National Geographic or whatever film festival on, like, all these, you know, ancient places. Like, that's how much information he collected, the number of interviews, and just fucking... He made it all into DTST, yeah.
The Inner Sanctum of Edfu. This is the first level that I did after leaving school, in case you're interested in these kind of details. Winky smiley face. The Inner Sanctum draws some inspiration from Tomb Raider and the Indiana Jones movies and sports several puzzles. It was completed in late 2000.
You know, it's always like after leaving school or, you know, some standard life event that really has no bearing on what you're doing in Doom. Where's the Doom map? Like, the commentary is like, this is the first map I made after my horrible, messy divorce. It reflects my conflicted inner person.
We need more maps like that, to be honest.
Like,
we need more, you know, expressive level design.
Yeah.
True art.
Yeah.
I get a feeling this was actually more of a thing back in not the 90s than it was, well, than it is at all today. The Divine Chasm. This level was my problem child for a long time. I wanted to have a transition from Egyptian to Gothic style in the chapter, but I just couldn't come up with a nice enough idea to do it, Tarnsman. The idea of the chasm was quickly made up, but the individual rooms caused creativity problems. Oh, differentiating boxes, by Christ. Oh, and it took me almost 2 years to finish the level, 2002. 2 years to finish the level. If I had to pick a least favorite level, it would probably be the Divine Chasm. But then again, as a mapper, you love all of your children.
Oh my god, that's so great. Just, god, that's amazing.
What was the Death Cathedral? The big Gothic cathedral was the central idea of this level. This was the first level where I ran into massive performance issues with both Doom 95 and Wardead. At first I had a massive open entrance area which would crash over and over again in Doom 95 until I scrapped it. Scraped, according to the text file.
Okay.
Later on,
Hold up. I want everybody to think about this. DTST, a level in DTST, actually some of the later levels do have some moderately intricate architecture, but a level in the first 3 episodes of DTST, Viz plane overflowing.
I don't find that entirely surprising, to be honest. We've seen before how you just give absolutely no shits about the detail and 90% of his map and then focus everything on the one little spot. All he has to do is expose that and not block it off. Wow. Later on, Wadhead refused to accept any further lines. Is that actually a thing that it does? That's
Probably.
Kind of
Okay, this doesn't look like the zombie man is bleeding out onto the bathroom floor. It looks like he's saying something in a comic book.
I confine myself to scrapping the wing and replacing it with a very simple square room for the time being. Oh. In 2012, I re-edited the level and added the missing wing. The level now looks almost like I originally had it in mind. Gehenna. This was a quick level to do in the end of 2002. Gehenna is the final level of Chapter 2, and it was fun to design. I had finished Map 10 with the if less than 10% HP, exit in the beginning of, and in the beginning of Gehenna, the player has to fight some zombies while being low on health. I originally wanted to remove the player's weapons as well, but 2002 I wasn't able to do that, yada yada yada. By the time I did the re-editing in 2012, I scrapped this idea because there was a similar thing later on in the game already, and I didn't want to repeat myself. Chapter 3, Lost in Space. Which one are you up to?
I'm on crew quarters.
Okay. Deck 1, Research Cargo. In 2003, I started work on the 3rd chapter, which takes place aboard a space station. For Map 12, I wanted to have a moody atmosphere, devoid of any monsters at first to unnerve the player. Do you feel unnerved, Tarnsman? Were you set on edge? Did you pay for the entire scene for Burton?
No.
Okay. There are a lot of rooms that don't really do anything, but are supposed to create a credible space station and sense of foreboding. I did some ventilation shafts here where the player crouches with fake floors. Of course, I didn't know back then that I would actually add crouching to the game later on, but I still left ventilation shafts in the way that they were. Tarnsman, that's quality.
I'm sorry, but what he just said is so stupid. I just have to rocket myself repeatedly.
Everyone in this channel is now stupid for having
oh my god.
Madison levels dumb. Deck 0, Purification 1. This level, which was originally completed in 2003, I toyed around with varying acid floors. It is one of the few levels in the game that contains toxic barrels and radiation suits. That's right, Tarnsman, you just wouldn't put them in anywhere else because it didn't fit the theme.
Remember
ACS
when Doom was about
later helped
fun? You know, that buzzword that people hate?
ACS scripting later helped to make the acid floors mechanics more robust. And also added a new starting point because originally the
More robust!
and
How the
acid
fuck
flame-
is does 10% damage, weight, whatever tick, do 10% more damage again, more robust? It's a damaging floor! What the fuck do you need ACS for? It's like fucking an ACS. That's fucking like using ACS to script a door opening.
Well, Well, let's read on. I mean,
That door is just so much more robust in its actions because fucking it can wait 1.2 seconds instead of 1 second.
so robust. I also added a new starting room later on because originally the player started out inside an acid pit with a.
Can we
crushing
talk
ceiling
about
above.
this fucking door with health right here and how worthlessly placed it is? I mean, just fucking if I can't think of a worse monster placement than that. That is the worst Baron use I've ever seen in my life. That is the worst fucking Baron ever.
Because it's so textbook wrong.
It's fucking that is the definition of a door with health.
Should I continue, or is your blood pressure levels too damn high?
Something happened.
You know what? I feel like whenever you get in close proximity to the 1st of January, just the quantity of rants just shoots through the roof. Now we're just sort of in orbit around the day.
I don't remember the fucking ventilation shaft is. It's over here.
Anyway, just to repeat what I was saying before, I also added a new starting room later on because originally the player started out inside an acid pit with a crushing ceiling above him, which might have felt very Death Star-ish, but would have been frustrating to a lot of players.
The fuck? Death Star? What, because of the trash compactor?
I'm guessing.
Oh my fucking this guy.
Deck 5, crew quarters, you still on that map?
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm 2 or 3 keys through it.
This level contains the crew quarters of the space station and is partly inspired by Doom 3, Tarnsman, which at the time was just
What?
1 year away from release.
Fuck.
This is why you find bloody bathrooms with broken floor tiles in here. This is also some Star Trek reference with a replicator in the cantina. This, together with Map 5, was one of the
Hold
two
up,
demo
hold
levels
up. Let me go to the
TTST.
cantina and find this replicator.
Go ahead. I'm waiting. I'm hearing the clap. I have to see it first. I have to see it to believe it. That's it. That is an inlet of Light 3.
It's the replicator. It doesn't even replicate. Like, he has fucking ACS scripts to make a fucking damaging floor, but a replicate. Fucking, that's effort. How far is it? We can't have that. Go away, Baron.
Why is Paul Chapman suddenly twitching? Oh, there he is. Oh my god. Well, at least I don't have to raid anymore for, a couple seconds. How many levels are there in this? Okay,
There's
command
40
control.
in DTST.
Core level, shuttle bay.
The core level's the worst. No, it's the second worst level ever.
Titio surface.
No,
Titio spore mine.
It's a tie for the first and second worst level ever made. The core level.
There's kind of many maps if they want to.
I got the yellow. Oh, okay, I'm gonna work that out.
19 levels left. At least one of them has that stupid goop that slows you down, so it counts for 2 levels. There are 20 levels left.
Is that kind of the secret levels?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna skip those, aren't we?
No, I'm gonna put one of the. There's one decent level in this, and it's only decent because of its concept, and that's the second secret level that you get to via the Cube of Jade.
Is that Scholar Man's?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why it should be any decent, because
Because he literally remade, like, it's
well,
a one
well,
for
he
one
did, but
replica.
he had that with oh, okay, well, I guess, yeah. Different than remaking it from an existing structure in real life, which does not make for a very good level.
Yeah. Also because he has the bosses and they're scripted and stuff. We're on command deck. Aliens Say Your Prayers is just
Abused.
I don't give a shit. It's just such a great track.
Yeah, but isn't it like dipping a bar of gold into a vat of shit?
Oh no, I thought you meant it's
Used,
overused. Yeah, here it's fucking.
It's done, yeah. But just I would have thought you wouldn't have wanted to hear it here because it's just like no,
No.
don't do this to yourself.
No, because the music still exists independent of the level. Like, I can just, like, this is just background music that I'm listening to. I'm not playing DTST. I'm fucking sitting in a chair, lounging in my office.
That's right. This is a good way to exercise personal hypnosis.
Yeah.
Command and control, is that what this map is?
Yeah.
15? Okay. There is a secret exit hidden inside this level, Tons, from which I originally completed. Right, well that makes sense. It's map 15 and it was originally vanilla. Originally the secret exit was very well hidden. During the post-production I made it a bit easy to find. Did you find it? Winky smiley face.
I'm going to find it now.
I drew a lot of inspiration from Star Trek for this level. You will find sick bay, OPS, arrest cells, and force fields. Tons.
Not force fields.
Core level is next.
I hate the core level is so bad. Oh my god, just thinking about it makes me just want to die. Okay.
Everything is drawing inspiration from Star Trek.
People love themselves some Star Trek. 6, thank you.
You know what? I'm thankful to have been made to read this text file because it means I don't have to watch you play.
But now I can access the nukage maintenance, Alfonso. Wait, hold up. If nukage is nuclear waste, how the fuck do you maintain nuclear waste?
How do you maintain its radioactive properties? Not that you want to do that.
No, but like, what the fuck is nukage maintenance?
Maintain nuke.
You treat sewage, you treat water. I guess there are water maintenance plants for regulating flow and shit.
DTST's episode 3 ship is just it's where everyone gets their nukage, you know, decorate their tech bases with. This is it's like a hip and happening. That's what it means by maintenance. It's just keeping it in tip-top, highly toxic order, so it can be shipped out to Phobos and used for the next, you know, construction.
Yeah, but that'd be management, like waste management, water management.
I'm trying to throw him a bone.
He gets nothing. He gets
no bones.
no. He gets no bones. He gets no benefits of the doubt.
It's a swift kick in the nuts.
Nukage maintenance is just one of those like generic Doom, like just fucking like we need a Doom name, computer processing
Base facility.
facility nuke.
Facilitating the base.
I haven't talked about these yet, but this animated texture is so terrible.
Mushroom cloud processing. Fungus control.
Like, what is this supposed to be? Is it a screen?
Computer chip processing. Robotic arm facility.
No,
Vegemite
Alfonso, look at this animated texture and explain to me what the fuck it's supposed to be.
Plant potting.
What is this? I I know what the texture it normally is, but what is it animating into?
Microwave background radiation processing.
That's not a texture from TNT Watt as far as I know.
Frick.
I would have noticed it in TNT Watt.
Penis acceptance.
Okay, that's quite enough. I actually kind of like the big giant screen.
Holy, this displays the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I like the idea of it as its shape. Like, if it was mega textured, it actually could probably be decent in a good map set. Well, you know, with surroundings that aren't shit.
Probably making that plant bottom. I was going to do a map named Candle Processing. The demons have got to have a facility somewhere that just makes candelabras, just churns them out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Why isn't there a plant?
Plant. You know what? I think we need to go contact Ultimate Doom and Emily and tell them to actually allow Joe to make the nuclear plant that he wanted to. He was making a nuclear plant, Tarnsman, and someone somewhere said no. Well, you know what? That someone needs to have an axe to the head.
You know what? Map 2 of
Ultimate Doom Spain only.
needs to be a nuclear plant.
Correct. Yes.
No, that's not my New Year's resolution.
By the way, you may not have noticed, but the penis acceptance comment was a reference to it. Who is no longer with us.
I know. It is a tragic loss for the Doom community. The door seems to be locked. Well, fuck.
Nuclear chant.
Is that like a choir?
That's a really interesting idea. Yeah.
They have a guy in Trigun, I think it's Trigun, who plays the saxophone and causes things to explode. So it would be like just a bunch of monks show up and start, you know, chanting, and then all of a sudden just a nuke happens.
Yes.
Alright.
You know what? We haven't come up with enough retarded Megawad ideas that need to actually be put into action. Let's come up with some more. Okay, taking a stanza out of a poem by Jared Manley Hopkins and distributing the lines in that stanza to different members of the community in time to make a map. Yeah.
Alfonso, but see, the Doom community already does that for us.
Right, well, why don't we have any Wordsworth, you know, I wandered lonely as a cloud? No? Essel could get behind that, I'm sure. Because deep down, even Hitler was lonely, you know. He had his wife and everything, but...
They weren't married.
Didn't count for much, weren't they?
I don't think they were.
Oh, was mistress then?
What did that open? Open this. Is this a remote control? Really?
Yeah, you can't escape now. It's all me, baby. All me, just clogging up the airwaves. Alfonso to the left here. Alfonso to the right. Oh, he's coming through the ceiling. He's breaking through the walls. I was going to burst into rap, but I figured, you know, you can always have too much. Happy New Year to one and all. Congratulations for making it to the to 2015. Unless you're still not here, you know, fucking slow. Just come on.
I'm sorry. You know, it's cool. It's cool. Can we talk about this, like, detached calculator? I guess is what the fuck this thing is supposed to be. Like, it's a calculator that has like a detached input screen.
Whose business call was that? Who was phoning it?
That was not a business call. That was somebody calling my office to ask me something.
Okay, well, whoever the person was, he's incompetent. Didn't keep on the phone long enough, and he was stealing my time. Okay? I don't like that. J. Mickle, I linked it. I can link it again if you like. I haven't worked on it, obviously, since I've been on this stream. Maybe it's still on my... Oh, it is. J. Mickle. J. Mickle is not... Oh, he is. Yeah, it's just the wrong window. There we go. He's a good musician, this bloke. I'm telling you. J. Mickle's good. I just told him to make a MIDI when I was making one, and he finished one up in I think about just over an hour's time. Have you heard it? It's epic stuff.
What
Of course you did. You quoted
the
the title.
fuck killed me? Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh. How did... Oh, okay. Hold up, wait. Oh, okay. If you just stand and... Can I get this one instantly kill me? Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. Alright. It depends on the angle.
Square has lasers like that, doesn't it? In E1A10? And if you want, you can just sort of hug them and they can instantly kill you just because...
Yeah.
Yeah, damage mechanics. Yeah, you're just going to approach it from the wrong angle. The Cacodemonic crystals are pain elementaling the Revenant-tron to 900% of Immaculus capacity. Thanks, John. The Mancubian candidate. I don't know where that came from, but I'm jotting that down.
The Mancubian candidate?
Correct.
Okay.
I expected more enthusiasm for that one.
No, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I go.
Put that underneath the devil wears a colostomy bag.
We'll wear... Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. You know, it takes a lot of effort to make ceiling lights look worse than they normally do when done badly, but DTST found a way. I wouldn't call it unassailably good. It is good, though.
It's pretty damn good.
It is pretty
it's
damn
pretty
good.
Once it gets going, he just needs to extend the track a bit, and so that solo can kick in with more punch. Because J. Mickle does that. His track's usually like 2-3 minutes long tops, and he has an awesome solo in it. But because there's no lead up to it, punch is lessened.
That's the normal exit. But I don't want to go out the normal exit.
You kind of do. I want you to want to go out the normal exit.
No, I want to go out this exit right here. A hidden door. Better find a means to open it. I just did. Holy shit. What is this? A fucking hidden door behind a hidden door? Go fuck yourself.
Well, I was going to quote Brutal Doom, but I'm not really... I'm a nice guy, I don't know. Hurt your ears. Don't make us sit longer in DTST than we have to. It's not kind to me. It's not kind to the rest of your guests, right? You got 50 people here watching this. The shit you're putting them through, and I know you don't care about the numbers, right? But for their own good.
I think I see where to go. The core is next. I'd much rather play the secret level instead of the core. I found it.
Oh, well, whoop-de-doo.
Come
on, get a move on.
I'm going. Fucking don't rush me.
Don't rustle your jimmies. What's the is it App 31? Is it Death Hostel?
I think so. I've never actually played the secret map beyond the one you access from the Jade Cube.
This is the last level I completed in 2004, and in fact the last level I completed until the year of 2010! Exclamation mark! My gosh, Tarnsman. Slap your cheeks, it's that surprising. The first secret level gave rise to many technical problems with what edge, so I searched on Google, and... What? Here's voice acting.
The scientists still think the right way is to go down to the core level, Marine.
Oh, fuck off. I'm going to the secret level. Yeah, I'm at Death Hostile. Save.
Okay, good. Can I continue the spiel?
Yeah, I just wanted to listen to what the fuck Major Riley had to say, and it was...
You really don't. I mean, I know you think you do.
Marine.
Anyway, he switched over to Doom Builder in mid-development, and he also started with ACS scripting this level. This level exists, or has existed, in reality. It's the youth... Wait, he does this a lot. It's the youth hostel where I spend my communal service.
Holy fuck! These utensil textures! These utensil textures! Jesus fucking Christ! Made it all worth it! Holy shit! 10 out of 10, gold star, every Olympic medal! Jesus Christ! They're not even the right fucking color! And you didn't want to come here.
Is that a bugle? What is that on the left? Is that a bugle?
I don't know. I think this is a,
Actually, now that I think of it, I have no idea what any of them are. I think I identify spatula.
That's like a smaller spatula. This is more like a pancake flipper spatula. This looks like a whisk. This looks like a ladle.
It's more like a fucking dandelion.
This is a ladle. This is a whisk right here. I think this is like a bigger ladle. And this looks like a fucking plunger. I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a bugle.
Yeah, we'll go with that. It's a bugle.
Well, I accidentally put a fucking bugle in. Yeah, okay. Good gravy. Does he mention the bugle in his text file? This level exists. In reality, it's the youth hostel where I spend my communal service with every young male had to do until recently in Germany. I hated that time, and thus I saw it fitting to return there to slay some zombies. So this is like mini Harris levels of creepy. The level might not have been the best gameplay, but its primary goal was to make a faithful recreation of the hostel, the luxury of a secret level. It's okay if I just hide my secret boiling animosity towards human beings in the secret level, it won't matter, right? Because it's secret. What is that?
I don't know what the fuck.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is it one of those Easter Island fucking... No, it's not!
I think it's a cow wearing sunglasses in the shape of a roll of paper towels.
Paper basket. Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
He's clearly attached to a dick canister. Maybe that's bottle dick.
Is there anything else in the text file about this level explaining that fucking cow?
No. Just
is there a chapter further down in the text file called "That Cow"?
Okay, no, there isn't.
Ten out of 10.
What did the judging panel, when they saw the performance of the spatulas, just get up and start wanking? Furiously. Because of how appropriate. I don't... Can we just go to the next map?
No, this map is...
You've seen what you came here to
Cola!
Oh, damn. Laundromat.org.
Best pool table.
I knew I saw a rat. those pool kids, they ran out of fucking balls, so they just start using pucks. Wooden pucks.
I think my favorite part of this room is just the random brick support column in the middle of it. Really brings the whole thing together.
I wish Matt was here to celebrate this.
This is my favorite urinal because I really like the stand-in urinals. They're like what really makes a public bathroom worthwhile.
Maybe it's like a Get Smart urinal. It's got or a Harry Potter, urinal 9 3/4. Yes, you just have to run through the piss at the right speed, at the right angle.
So, Ashwall 3 has a couch. What are our thoughts on that?
I'm writing that down as a potential Matt name as well.
Urinal 9 3/4.
Correct.
Okay.
It's 2015 where it counts, won't it?
There are keys on this map.
What you doing tonight, Tons?
We are doing pretty much nothing.
Cool. I was gonna go out and watch fireworks, but I got drunk too early. I couldn't be fucked to move.
See, this is why alcohol is terrible, and you're a lesser person for drinking it.
What, wine? No, it's cultured.
Okay.
Can't stand beer. If there was such thing as appropriately drunk, it would be the result of drinking Shiraz in excessive quantities. In fact, I'm pretty sure I was trying to explain the merits of being drunk on wine while I was drunk on wine.
That's all kinds of excellent.
Well, of course.
No, there's some parties that I could go to, but I'm not gonna do that.
A tall glass of goji.
I want to buy the company that makes Go-Gurt just to make Go-Gypped Go-Gurt.
You want to be that guy?
No, because it'll be the flavors of Egypt in Go-Gurt form. It'll be Go-Gypped. You know what'd be nice?
Sandstorm yogurt. That'll be one of the flavors.
Yeah. I fail to see how
Taste
this
the
is.
sensation of crushed rocks in your mouth.
Yeah. I'm still trying to find the part where anything is wrong with that.
Fromage frais sandstorm. Good.
So despite being more boxes and connected rooms, this is probably like the most complete level so far in DTST.
It?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, this is something straight out of Maximum.
I mean, I would go so far as to say it's merely terrible.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
Just saying something. Yeah.
Like, if this was in Maximum Doom, obviously Z-Doom features notwithstanding, yeah, I wouldn't have an issue with this.
Hey, that sloped ceiling is cool.
It is.
That's probably the best quasi-realistic room. DTST.
Yeah.
John seems to agree. But he's been out of a suit of peas. We tend not to things like that.
And he hates those wascally wevenants.
Oh, give it a rest, would ya?
No, I will never, because it's great. It's just fucking outstanding. Oh, those slope ceiling rooms like that really do exist.
It's okay, John. Peas are awesome. I understand why you think peas are so cool. That's why you wear them. So
I'm actually not a big fan of peas.
Right? Not even when they're done right.
If they're done right, but even then, like, I like them, but I'm not like, yeah, fuck yeah, peas.
Fuck yeah, peas, bitch. Oh, that's right. I finished Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah?
It's pretty near flawless.
It is. Ozymandias is like one of the best episodes.
Which one was that? Because I don't remember.
That's the one where Hanks.
Oh. Yeah.
It's the second last episode, I want to say.
Yeah. There are a couple of like. No, they're not even flaws. They're just things I would have liked to see rather than they were a problem with the show.
There's like a couple things like you'd never get to see like Hank and Gomez figuring out or talking to Jesse about all like the shit they did.
Oh yeah, no, well yeah, that's like there's something I would have liked to see.
Yeah.
That wasn't what I was. See, that's not even a flaw with it. Just the construct of the show. That's just more what they decided to leave in and leave out.
Yeah.
Quality's sake. So even if I can't really blame them for taking that out. Let's see. There was some imagery that they used in the earlier seasons that I thought tied in with what was going on in the show rather well. And in the later seasons, when they sort of got more dark and they got more committed.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think one of my favorites, and when I talked about it was when he was I think it was actually like the third episode of the first season, which he's talking to Gretchen.
Yeah.
And talking about like the composition of the human body and the soul, and then they cut between that and him scrubbing the floors and shit when that guy gets acided up in the bathroom. Yeah, that was I mean, they do that occasionally in the fifth season, but it's always using elements that we've already seen rather than introducing new stuff.
Fuck do I get with the what?
I still preferred Fargo though.
I think Fargo's really great. Fargo's, like, both of those, I think, are just fucking amazing. Fargo is really good.
I think it's because maybe Fargo just, for me, preferably, I liked it because it was just so much more dedicated to its tone. Like, Breaking Bad had it, but it was knee-deep in the plot so much of the time that it didn't spend so much time on sort of cinematic underpinnings.
Yeah,
a lot of symbolism, though. It did have a lot of symbolism, Breaking Bad, which is cool. Like the teddy bear shit.
Yeah.
So go watch it. Anyone who hasn't. If you have, 80 hours to spare or some shit. More like 60.
It's a really great series.
No, I have nothing else to watch, which is good. I don't want anything else to watch right now.
Whatchamacallit, Meth Damon is going to be in the second season of Fargo.
Is that so?
You know who I'm talking about, right? The guy, Todd in Breaking Bad, who looks like... Oh. Doesn't he kind of look like...
Meth Damon.
Doesn't he kind of look like Matt Damon's, like, meth head brother?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Meth Damon is apparently going to be in the second season of Fargo. The blood toilet is great.
So, how many collective seconds do you think have been wasted opening doors?
Oh,
it's racked up to about, like, good few minutes.
I'm disappointed the fucking blood boudet isn't. It's just fucking great, isn't it? It is. I mean, I need to use it to fucking clean myself. This is my favorite room. This is my second favorite room. It's my third favorite room. There was a area back here that I never have to take a look at that I want to go look at real quick.
This is kind of creepy, actually.
What?
All these bodies hanging up here. He's probably pretending that they were people here.
Did he say that he hated everybody there, or what was the deal with that?
Said he had a horrible time at the hostel, and that he really enjoyed remaking this.
To shoot demons in it.
Yes.
Okay, it's cool. Oh, you know what? These trees are even better than Valkyrie forces because they're just made out of mid textures. They're not even like a solid block of leaves. It's just free floating mid textures.
Good.
Oh god. Oh, we're back here. Oh, that's right. The secret levels in DTST just take you back to the previous level.
What?
They
well,
not
the start.
No,
obviously.
no.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
That's what it says in your time-elapse thing. I thought we'd formed some sort of continuum, because I was looking at it and it said, what? 48 minutes? We haven't been in that... Oh, okay. It's probably since just the start of chapter 3 or something.
Mm-hmm. This fucking map!
Okay. The main column of the stage. Let's do it again.
Deck 3 core level. The central idea of this level, which was originally completed in 2003, was to have a power core in the center of the level, which the player has to gain access to and destroy, again some inspiration from Star Trek: engine rooms and maintenance, Jeffries, tubes, mostly.
No mention of the fucking endless backtracking from one fucking side of the map to the other with no new monsters just to hit one switch next to another fucking switch because god damn it, layout, fuck you.
Nope. No mention.
Okay.
If you shut down this power core, you might be able to activate the elevator shaft and get down to the shuttle bay.
If I yawn any wider, my jaw will crack.
You can actually dislocate your jaw yawning, and that's very, very bad. What did I accomplish by pushing that button?
Well, it would hardly be good. Dude, have you dislocated your jaw recently? It's such a fucking rush. I know, man, right? Just all that aggressive yawning. It's a great way to spend my Sunday. Also, just to address what Pinchy says, correct. Yeah, got the right idea. Aggressively yawning, I'm not deliberately depriving yourself of oxygen, and then yawning as much as you can in order to dislocate your jaw, because that's what you do, you freak.
I'm sure if like you got off on dislocating your jaw, there would just be a much better way to do that.
Yeah, but it works best with yawning, because when you're yawning, you know you are lacking oxygen, because that's why you yawn. So it's like good replacement for, you know, using a rope and some orange.
I guess that's true, yeah.
I'm trying.
I have so
That's-
much of
that's terrible
every
looking.
ammo type that I kind of like trying to cleave through a little bit of them.
Could you just use the plasma as much as possible, whenever you can?
Yeah, I probably should just use the plasma.
Probably should.
Yeah.
This is... Why 50 used? Why are they shooting it?
What, 50? That's normally what I get during a daytime stream.
Well, even so, if that's the average, why isn't it lower for this particular occasion? Because
Oh.
no one should want to watch this.
I guess, yeah. That's true.
Well, I'm waiting for you to chastise them, okay? I'm waiting for you to tell them off.
You know what? I can't bring myself to, like, care enough.
Were you
DTST
just, like,
has made
carefully
me.
inspecting that electric sign and then fell off as a result?
I was.
And died as with King.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
There's no way out of the electric sign pit, by the way.
His DTST brings all the boys to the yard. The viewers. And his wads are better than yours. Damn right.
Can we not add a fucking awful song to this fucking awful Doom experience? Like, shit plus more shit doesn't, like, suddenly fuck!
Like, I mean, yeah, half the quality. No, of course it doesn't. Or double its badness. No. No. Because it's still shit. I mean, you start with shit and you end with shit. It's a bigger mountain of shit, so it's marginally worse. But the equation doesn't work that way. I see what you mean. However, if you mix shit with... Find something else that stinks. That's completely different fucking material. I don't know. Sulfur? Different ball game. Shit into a volcano. See what happens.
Shit. Oh.
I'm having cupcake withdrawal symptoms. Oh, but I can't have more cupcake. Otherwise I'll end up like, I don't know, a fat person. As opposed to just fat.
He'll just become an entirely different person.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what happens, right? When I wonder if the jolly fat guy is a myth. Or if you actually did a census and it turned out that, you know, well, actually fatness does equate to, at the very least, surface enjoyability. Someone who appears to be enjoying himself a lot more. But deep down inside, it's just... sullen. At some point, the equation has to simply fail, though, because the guy who weighs like 300 kilograms isn't going to be jolly. There'll be too much fat on his face to tell the facial expressions. Oh god, I'm a terrible human being.
What is 300 kilograms in pounds?
A blob!
Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page of how... Oh, that's
Okay.
right. This shit. How do I... Oh, okay, I remember. Alright. So I gotta go and clear this out.
I want a fat to jolly flowchart, is what I'm saying. I want to see the lines.
And,
Good.
like, where the diminishing returns begin.
That's right. Well, I need to know how much weight I need to put on to be at my maximum happiness. You've hit peak fat happiness ratio. Now stay right there. Keep stuffing your face.
Just look how many sets of bars are around that yellow key.
Also, yeah, Habitat. Oh god. He did say it took a lot of inspiration from TNT.
Yeah.
So
Habitat was better than this. Way better than this. This is fucking this map hasn't even begun. Like, there's so much more terribleness in this map that we haven't gotten to. Because we haven't gotten to the part where I've killed everything and I'm just backtracking from one side of the map to the other side of the map. From one side of the map to the other side of the map. Over and over and over and over and over because fuck you.
Mount Pain is angelic in comparison. Would you agree, Tarnsman?
Absolutely.
It is a map descended from heaven.
Oops, I have fucking IDDT on. I need to turn that off.
This is legit playthrough, man. Placing the damaging flaw with apathy.
Doom Guy
just don't care.
Doom Guy just becomes more apathetic as he crosses it until eventually, like, he can't even be bothered to breathe and just...
So does it go?
Well, like, the floor doesn't even damage him, right? It's just, like, the level of apathy eventually kills him. Like, he just suffocates because he can't even be bothered to breathe. Like, it's just too much effort to breathe, and so he's just like, I'm done.
Well, we do have lethargic liquid coming up.
Have you played 7?
I saw the tail end.
It is the... It's so bad. It is so... Where the fuck is... Fuck you! And this hallway of non-dodgeability. At least you can dodge in the hallways and Habitat. Oh my god, and you get clogged on the fucking walls because they're not one-sided. Oh my god! Oh, that's right, you're back.
Terrible map to illustrate this, because you really shouldn't be doing this very often anyway, but actually a partial invisibility here would be useful.
That's like saying that light amp is useful in a map that actually gives you seizures. Not just like it's blinking and we joke about seizures, but like it's a full-on epilepsy map. And
GGG Mork levels of cover your eyes.
Light amp would really fix this.
Yeah, essentially we're saying in order to combat this excellent design decision you've made, rather than changing the map and just shove a power up in. But true story, like, I think partial visibility would work well. I'd like, I don't know, if you'd made an extended map 24 of Doom 2, Chasm.
Yeah. Didn't I use partial invisibility?
You can't dodge it, so you just gotta, you know, reduce the number of projectiles that could potentially hit you.
Didn't I use partial invisibility in my Chasm? Oh wait, hold up.
Oh, in Redux, you did, yeah, except the portion of the map that was like that was tiny.
Yeah, it wasn't fucking the whole map.
That map looked good. I mean, the theme was good. Should I shut up?
The map was terrible.
I should shut up.
Where the fuck am I going to now? That's right over here. Oh god, that's right. Fuck. No, now I gotta go on the blue key quest.
That's Simpsons reference.
Here's the fucking medikit. You know, you forget how fast arachnotrons are sometimes.
I'm like the
Third fastest monster in the game.
fastest,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
They're outstandingly fast monsters.
I want Mancubuses to be as fast as I
Just fucking...
Could you make that TBH?
Olympic sprinting? No, because it looks really weird when they move that fast. That's why the only things I enhance the speed of were things that look natural when they move that fast, like demons or, Oh, that's right! You gotta...
That Twitch emote, is that disheveled Polish plate?
What the fuck? It's like...
He has Polish plate. He has to get his hair checked out, because that could be, you know, contagious.
Okay, that's right. I forgot. Okay, so you have to cover these These are supposed to be coolant tubes or some shit. You have to cover them repeatedly in order to... Oh, God, that's right. Oh, fuck. Now I remember how you have to do this. I have to come over here, I have to hit that switch, and I have to unhit that switch because it bars entry to the other area. This is all coming back to me. This level is so terrible. Thank you. Retracting fueling rods. And then I can cross here. Oh, wait. No. How the fuck do I do this again? Oh, God. Ascending fueling rods. There's some way that I get around this.
I feel unclean. I could blame that on yesterday's barbecue, or I could blame it on DTST. Those are my two options.
Like you just feel grungy.
Yes.
I hate that feeling.
Ugh.
Dude, that's one of the things I hated about working construction is when you get done, you just feel so fucking grimy.
Mm.
How do I open that? Oh, that's right. I gotta go to the other side. Hold up. Okay, so this is point A, and I gotta go down here to point B to hit a switch to open something on point A. Then I go to point A that hits a switch to open something at point B, and then I go back to point A and back to point B. That's right, and I have to lower these fuel rods. Fuck. God, why would you make a map where you have to do this over and over and no design elements change in the map? Just fucking the same room with no new enemies, no new nothing, just backtracking from one side to the fucking other. That's right, I go over here. Get out of the fucking way, demon.
Even your rants are becoming apathetic now, Tarnsman. You're sort of just running out of steam halfway through.
Okay, now I fucking can come through here because I lowered the fuel rods.
But you know what? For all that discussion, the map gets no points. Point A, point B, no points.
Alright, that's right. I hit that, and then that security door opens, and then I gotta go back through here. Which, by the way, I love this fucking pit that just exists solely to fucking add time to the journey. There's no fucking purpose to that pit. It's just fucking in the way with two short little midget fucking lifts. It can't even be bothered to be a full pit. It's like a fucking half pit. Alright, it's an asshole is what that pit is. Fuck that pit. Nobody likes that pit.
Goddamn pit. Probably a fucking stupid name like Derek. Have you ever met a Derek that you like?
Derek
Probably
Carr
have.
is a cool guy.
Okay, well, let's try another name. What's a name that a male name that no one with that name has ever been a nice person?
Adolf.
Hey, fucking
I'm joking. Okay, hold up. Now I gotta go over here.
Who's that Kama Sutra guy?
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, he might have been an asshole.
He might have been. Okay, and then I hit that, and then I have to go back over here to the other side. Which, might I add, this is damaging, if I remember correctly, so this will do damage to me, and there's no more rad suits.
Keith.
Oh no, that's right, it's just damaging in there. Alright, I gotta go into this pit, and I come in here, and now I'm able to come into this room. And I think these are the last new...
Damien's correct, J. Mickle.
I knew Damien, he was a fucking slacker and had authority problems. Other than that.
So, you know Darkhaven's fairy mod?
Yeah.
You know of Darkhaven, yeah.
I'm aware of that.
The main name of the protagonist is the same name as the guy who's the worst sports journalist in Australia.
That's great. Anyways, so now I hit that switch, and now I gotta go all the way back to this side. I can't forget to lower the fuel rods. I gotta make sure to come hit this fucking useless switch that exists just to add another step. And then I hit this switch. And then I go back. And then I fucking have to come over here. And I have to hit this fucking switch.
Is this as bad as it gets?
This is the rest of the map, Alfonso. It keeps going.
No, I mean in the rest of DTST. I mean, how
no.
bad are we talking?
No, it gets.
This
This is offensive in the way that fucking it's just such a waste of fucking time, and it's representative of just fucking everything that DTST becomes. And I fucking hit that switch, and I gotta go back to the other fucking side because fucking just why would you do this? Why would you fucking like? There's no immersiveness, there's no nothing. It's just hit a switch and go to the other side of the map, and then hit a switch and go to the other side of the map, and then do the same fucking thing over and over and over again because fuck you. And then wait, yeah, I gotta go in here, and then I gotta hit this switch here, and I gotta go back to fucking here.
This is actually new levels of.
And then I fucking.
This doesn't hold a candle to Eternal. To think the amount of times we complain about P-Corps setting up of multiple switches onto a chip and functions. This has just knocked that ball out of the park.
There we go.
He's not even hitting around in a park anymore. It knocks it out of the goddamn county.
Look at fucking... I had to go back and forth 5 times from one side of the map to the other with, what, 4 total new monsters across those 5 trips in order to hit a switch that opened a door right next to this first switch I hit. Like, just, what the fuck? It didn't even feel like with Zazer, you're unlocking a puzzle, right? This, you're just fucking opening a door. Oh my god!
Did you save?
No, I didn't save.
I was nervous to ask that question.
Wait, yes, I did save. I did. Okay, good. I saved close enough.
Because you know what would have happened. Now should be rushing into the hospital.
I would be having a fucking aneurysm.
And how would you explain that to the doctors? How did you injure yourself? DTST. Suddenly, you know, fucking Dr. House just rediscovers his bedside manner.
You know, I'm actually
Sympathy.
remembering there's also another level that you go to this room and every door keeps closing on you as just one massive cock block.
Alright, I'm scanning.
That's right, because now I gotta go down to the... God, this just keeps getting worse! Like, it's just this downward fucking, like, here we flatline, and then we just keep flatlining, but, like, you think that, like, with the quality staying consistent as shit, like, it's as bad as it gets, right? But because it just keeps going, it's like that scene in Sin City where he's holding the guy out of the car and dragging him along the pavement. Like, you hit the pavement once, and it hurts like shit, but then you realize how much it sucks to be dragged along it. Like, it's not less painful because it doesn't get any worse. Oh, that's right, there's another set of switches I have to hit, isn't there? Or no, I just blow up the reactor, don't I? Or what do I do? I forget, hold up.
Well, at some point, your skin, aka your patience, is going to get ripped off your face, aka your, something.
Oh god, I'm forgetting. What the fuck do I have to do here? Oh, that's right. I fucking have to do something. What was it?
Composure, that's the word I'm looking for.
Oh, god damn
I
it.
don't know.
I think No, I have to back. You can't ID Clev in DTST because it's got a whole bunch of level fucking
List
triggers.
maps? Change map this?
No, it's got a bunch of triggers that have to be triggered between each map.
Oh, what a chode.
Yeah, you can't fucking do that. Oh god, that's right, I gotta lower the rods. Load. Apparently, hold up, don't talk. The asshole's gonna tell me something. I just think he's gonna tell me to go to the planet's surface, though, if I remember correctly.
Alright, I'm scanning the core. Damn it. Seems a normal shutdown is not possible. You've got to destroy it, Marine. Shoot the feeder pillar, and then run for it.
The fuck? Shoot? What? Oh, that's right, I gotta actually aim at the right height. No. The fuck?
Alright, I'm scanning the core. Damn it. Seems a normal shutdown is not possible. You've got to destroy it, Marine. Shoot the feeder pillar, and then run for it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
This map does not make Citadel on the Edge of Eternity look good.
So at the Edge of Eternity has interesting rooms. They're terrible, but they're at least interesting.
Right. I think I can initiate an impulse in your helmet scan that will open this door marker. Oh shit.
Well, depends what pair of eyes you're using to observe these maps. If you're a fucking torture specialist, interrogations officer, then, you know, maybe DTST has interesting qualities that might pertain to your work ethic.
You know, when I think, you know, like,
Torture?
really harrowing escape,
Yes.
this is the music I think of. I guess actually it could work if fucking there was a character named Donna in this.
I'm surprised no one's made any spin-off maps yet based on Daisy.
There has to be some Daisy maps.
There has to be at least one.
I forget that jumping is actually required in the later parts of this, which is just one of those things that makes DTST so great, because, you know, like, when a map set just introduces new mechanics...
Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, let me just go to the notepad and go Control F, just type in jump.
Oh, this is Shuttle Bay 2, or this is Shuttle Bay. What's the commentary on this?
Oh, well, I didn't have to go very far to get to the next instance of jump because it's on Shuttle Bay. This is probably one of the more unique levels of DTST. It was the last level I completed in 2003, and it's the last one that plays out aboard the space station. The player has to quickly reach the shuttle until the station explodes. Okay. Originally, I used a voodoo doll with a crushing ceiling to add a time limit to the level, along with exploding barrels. I experimented with low gravity here as well. Originally, the low gravity was just some invisible steps, but during post-production I added actual low grav effects on top of it. I also added quake effects and replaced the voodoo doll mechanism by ACS scripting for a more robust experience. The combination log wasn't always in either. Originally, there was a different sort of combination puzzle that involved raising and lowering floors and ceilings, but the optional jumping support made it necessary to replace it with something not involving jump heights. Translation.
What is that hallway? Fuck, how do I get out of this hole? Fuck! Fuck that hallway. That ticking noise, Alfonso. Each time the timer ticks down, there is a, Can I... An electronic water drop, I guess you could describe it as?
Chinese torture? Wouldn't be surprised to find that torture did not originate in China.
It probably originated in the very first civilization. In fact, it probably originated
Water
before
dripping?
that. Oh, that torture. I thought you meant, like,
Yeah.
Chinese invented just the concept of torture.
No. It wouldn't surprise me to find it. It'd be very interesting to discover what I suspect to be the case, which is that torture was one of the very first outlets for creativity. Or war, you know, in general. Especially torture. I mean, you think about how inventive some of them are. Like, needlessly so. If you just left it up to me, I'd just go, just full on shouty and bashing.
Oh,
But,
God. I fucking didn't
Say...
save.
Bamboo up the fingernails? Growing? Seriously? I mean, that's tough titties.
What if they just really fucking hated the other person and, like, needed to come up with just the maximum way to say fuck you to them?
Well, don't they usually get someone else to do that? Like, the head honcho just makes a demand and the other guy just loves being a sadist?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know, I thought it would have been. I'm probably not. No, so but
What you're saying is you love torture.
no, that's not true. Not true. Well, clearly deathmatch it does. Thanks, Salo.
No, that's full of crap because fucking the Romans and Greeks tortured people. You could basically... crucifixion could be considered torture. I guess it's only torture if you live through it.
No, of course it's not. It's still torture. Well, the torture went on for several weeks. I mean, we just call the entire process slowly dying.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
No.
Okay. The water torture apparently started in Italy.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that, Sally. Thank you for facilitating my love of hurting other people.
Why would you put a door at the end of the fucking run?
Massive explosion behind you. Run for your life, Marine.
That's just the best. The best. The best. That's probably the best looking thing in DTST, and it's so sad to say it.
No, the best looking thing is the Geonosis arena.
Oh, not that little catwalk through space.
No.
Last time I saw that, of that quality, was in a map that made me physically ill. It was Scythe-Fist's original Space Base, do you remember?
Hold up. I gotta listen to what the fuck this guy says. I think he tells me the combination. God, that's so loud. Fuck you, Zedon.
This door is blocked by a combination lock, Marine. Okay, calm down. I'm trying to scan the combination. There is 2 greens at their end. Damn it. I cannot resolve the entire combination, Marine. 2 greens. Hurry and open this door.
Wait, I'm doing this wrong. There we go. Remember how he said he was using actual low gravity and not moving sectors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh god.
The shuttle seems blocked, Marine.
Can we be done after this map?
Teleporter signature over there.
We're gonna be done at 7 my time, so 30 more
What does
minutes.
that mean? Oh. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man.
I picked up the key. Can I go, please? Oh no, I gotta fucking take the lift up here, don't I? Fuck, how do I get up there? How do I get up there? Oh god, no! Kill me. Okay, let's retry this. We're going at fucking full speed. Move, move, move. I actually have to rush.
The shuttle's being blocked already. I see a teleporter signature over there. Maybe you can teleport the
I gotta teleport into the shuttle, Alfonso. It's even better on the inside. He couldn't even be bothered to put a window or a screen or anything. Like, he's still using the same shuttle design when he knows how to use...
I wish, Imp Boy, I wish it was a Happy New Year. But unfortunately, we appear to be DTST. That interior, my goodness.
Isn't it just the best?
Oh. Concrete shuttle. Oh.
What I love is how long this takes to exit.
So someone's just poured hot tar over the cockpit. Great.
Yeah.
Was that also inspired by Star Trek?
I don't know, does it say anything about it?
I missed the episode where they discovered they could see better out of that windshield when it had thick black tar on it. We have to be done.
No, we're on Tidios.
Marine, are you okay? You pressed...
Tidio surface. Oh god. The first level I did in 2004, Tidio surface, still belongs to Chapter 3, but takes place on an asteroid. I think this level perfectly gained atmosphere, particularly, see, even my brain's just shutting down on me. By the fog effects I was able to add during post-production. There is a 3D bridge in here, which originally made use of classic Doom mechanics. I replaced it with the Xenon bridge. So he's done this all over the place, Tarnsman. It's all just been vanilla, and then he's just shoehorned in Xenon means making it work, and then sometimes decided to leave the original vanilla effect in there because 10 years clearly wasn't enough for him.
I guess so.
Post-production.
Was that all there was to say about this level?
Thank Christ, and all his disciples.
Did I just take fall damage? Or did I run into a fireball? Also, this red fog, really, that's what makes this level. If there wasn't a slight red haze over everything, I don't think this level would be nearly as good.
Have you ever seen fog effects, like, really implemented well in a way that...
Winter's
says-
Fury.
That's true. But that's just everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Coats the entire map, so there's no notable cut-offs. Unless I'm wrong, I can't.
Not that I can think of. What he does is he actually gradients his fog into the non-foggy areas. So it doesn't just, like, instantly transition. If that makes any sense.
Of course it does. Oh. Ah, fuck, we gotta fix the cake.
I love this just, like, horribly deformed snake penis offshoot.
It's a prelude to the real thing.
It is. Oh, I forgot about map 21 of this. Oh god, there are so many just candidates for the worst map ever made in DTST. I forgot about map 21.
Map 21 was the first map apparently they made after returning in 2010.
Oh, map 21 is so shit.
Back with a vengeance.
It is so outstandingly shit. I forgot about it. In fact, I don't know, it might be the most shit. there's just fucking, they're all shit in so many different ways. Like,
We've run out of synonyms. We're just talking in terms of actual memory.
there's no cinnamon. It's just shit. There's no way to sugarcoat it. You can't make it more classy, more fucking. I love that brick switch step thing there.
Vomit.
It's not vomit. It's not even vomit because it doesn't contain bacteria. Like, fucking, there is E. coli.
Shit doesn't.
No, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, is fucking vomit doesn't have E. coli in it.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, this fucking room. Bars. Wait, is this the room I'm thinking? Bars, yep. This is the shit that just fucking really pisses me off. Fucking goddamn it. Can I go? Nope, just fucking cock blocked every time. Just fucking cock blocked. Not my fault. Somebody put that in my way.
Oh my god. This is not how I wanted to spend my weekends today.
You weren't gonna spend it anywhere more productive than this.
I was busy making quality music, Tim, and you interrupted me for...
Is that quality, or is that like quality in all caps quality?
Not for me to say if it's the former. I'm sure the author of this world is a nice guy. He's a nice guy, it's right.
Didn't he do a commentary, like, playthrough with, There's just so much meat. I just don't want to kill it all, but I have to.
If you were made to sit down and do commentary with Deathmatcher as you went through the map set, could you trust yourself to not raise your voice in anger?
No. Why would I not do that? Because I don't want to fucking hurt his feelings? Oh,
No,
Muffin!
No. There's just a tone you can use to get the message across that doesn't involve, you know, popping a blood vessel.
I don't know.
J. Michael, I need instruments.
I have like 9 more. When am I getting more benevolent ghosts? By the way.
Well, today I've just decided to start making minis again. Let's see how long I can last. And J. Michael's joining me on the adventure, I hope. Just making stuff. We're gonna become Jimmy 2.0.
Isn't it more Stew Boy who just makes midis and then, oh, I had fucking 42 and it's fucking like, here you go, fucking MIDI numbers.
Oh, well that would explain why. Yeah, why he's just turned it into numbers instead of names.
Yeah.
The process has become too fast for him to bother with attaching names to it. Oh my goodness.
What?
I'm not even watching the stream anymore, I'm watching the clock in the corner. I'm just waiting for the minutes to tick away until it gets to o'clock. I can't.
See, you were able to sit through all of Citadel at the Edge of Eternity. I'm just saying, alright? I'm just saying. That, because that has engaging... It's terrible, but there's like an awe to the terribleness.
Because it's an odyssey of awfulness.
Yes, it is. It's an adventure. Like, each new area is interestingly bad. It's like, And now we're in fucking the room where you get raped. And now we're in the room where you get punched in the dick. And now we're in the room where somebody sits you down and takes a giant crap directly into your eyeball. It's all just new ways of just fucking you. But DTST, it's the same way of fucking you, but it finds new ways to make the same way painful. Like, it's just fucking you in the ass the whole time. No lube. But then, like, it realizes, like, okay, what if we change it up? What if I start fucking you in the ass with a spiked dildo now? And it's like, oh, okay. And then it's that for a while. And then it's like, okay, now we're gonna add fucking honey and bees to the fucking you in the ass. It's like, ah. But it never changes the core concept of how it sucks.
DTST takes out your eyeballs, puts shit in the sockets, puts the eyeballs back on top, and instructs you to play through it. I know.
It doesn't even do that. It just takes like a syringe, right, and just fills it full of like liquefied shit, and it just like right in like the pore between your eye, like where your eyeball and the fucking socket meet, like that nice little seam. It just like fucking sticks it right there. And just
all right, that's enough. That is enough. Good gravy. Anything to pass the time. See, the worst part about this eyeball analogy is that you can't look anywhere else, because if you do, the shit's just gonna smear your eyeballs more at the back, right? You just have to keep your eyes transfixed on the stream.
So remember how we replaced that vanilla bridge with a Z-Doom bridge? You have 3D floors in Z-Doom. Fucking use them.
Are you getting the impression that the joke surrounding Joe is beginning to fade, or is it actually gathering momentum?
I think Joe Ilya is, like, actually transformed into what we've joked he is. Like,
I think he was always that, and we're just coming to the realization that really he is that person.
Really? You think?
He seems to me a very static personality. Uninfluenced by more than just criticism.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Which is a lot to say of a kid.
I guess it's just so egregious that, like, we haven't yet accepted it. As a collective.
How many years have to elapse?
I think by the time we get the 9th Joe Ilya Megawad...
We'll just, organize a convention, sit down and just discuss this like human beings.
Yeah, be like, okay, so...
What do we do about that Russian?
Like, this Joe... No! That's not the button I meant to push! The worst part is, I had to confirm it, and I still did! Oh, and I'm back here! And I'm back here! Oh, God! It's even better because there's a confirmation message. I just in my apathetic, blind rage of just wanting to be through this, I just acknowledged it. Not even thinking, just thinking it's the fucking, do you wish to, like, override your save or whatever. Just not even thinking about it.
Or not thinking enough. because that's actually the decision you really want to take and should be taking. But can't because we've imposed this ridiculous task upon ourselves on basic design day.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh. Fuck it, I'm just clipping up these stairs right now for me. Just, I can't. Oh god, why did I fall in here? Oh, why didn't I
The stairs thing. Oh my god. No words left to say. You do know that, don't you?
It's just...
God, it's just the language has just been sucked out of me like that. Oh, motherfucker.
Wait. I just activated the lava drain pump, which makes the lava pit that I fell into raise. Save. There we go. I didn't quit. How do I get the fuck out of here?
9 minutes left. I'm not even participating anymore, I'm just waiting to leave. Why do I need your fucking express permission? I can leave any time I wanted and you couldn't stop me, but we're in this together.
2 hours sessions of DTST isn't bad.
I don't know, I'm beginning to feel a little bit mentally handicapped right now.
Well, we're approaching the end of a 2-hour session, so that's why I said 2 hours is where we end. None of this fucking 7 hours in one sitting, no.
You know that Monty Python sketch, the most dangerous joke ever told, and that in order to just decode it or confirm it, and they'd send it to top brass, each person could only read a fucking letter or word at a time, and even then they'd still be put in fucking hospital. DTST? Okay? I can't, it's past 10 minutes. There's irreparable damage being done to my cortex.
We're into, I believe, the Tidios mine now. Yeah, we're in the Tidios ore mine. This is...
I'm not
yep.
reading it.
No, you don't need to read it, because we're going to stop here and start next...
You're beneath the surface, Christ.
I'm beneath the surface, no shit. Thank you, Major Riley. I'm sorry, Rayleigh, Major Rayleigh. That was part 2 of DTST, the worst map set ever made. I don't mean that as like spite. Like, I don't hate Deathmatcher as a person.
Of course not. Of course not. It's just very unfortunate that this series of events should befall him.
Yeah, like if it was like, I don't know, Memphis made it, that'd be like where you could like get into the spirit of like fuck DTST. But no, it's Deathmatcher and fucking whatever. Those.
Well, happy New Year, everyone.
Have a good New Year, everybody. Drive safe. Don't fucking party too hard.
Don't take that from him. He doesn't drink anyway. He wouldn't know about the
But I fucking party hard, so.
responsibility. Like, party. Don't. You know, the expression to party hard means to be suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous alcohol.
Actually, it actually means more just overall drug abuse.
Well, yes. Yes. Alright. I'm done. See you later. Back to middies.